What's up, everyone? I'm your host Dom, and welcome to another episode of Minionland Minecraft. Alright, we should be done, so I can equip all of that. I need to get mending on this shovel. I thought I had I need to get mending on my fortune shovel. That's odd, I thought I did. And everything else is pretty much repaired. I am dual-wielding this. But I can't use my left one. Okay. We are at the Ender. We've repaired all of our stuff here. We've actually collected a few Ender Pearls along the way. Let's go back home. And I want to tell you guys something really cool about today's episode. Alrighty. Back at the Red Rocket. Man, it is totally empty in here now. It feels so strange not having this big giant map wall in our little room here. And I'm going to keep the Fortune one, the Silk Touch. Okay, Reckoning. Which one am I going to keep? Hold on a second. Wait a second. I've got the Shish Kebab and Reckoning. Shish Kebab. Reckoning. Bane of Anthrop. I don't really... Okay, we can put that back, actually. I'm going to keep Reckoning. And we're going to keep this stuff. And we're going to use our shovel today. But I'm going to try to find... Let's go downstairs now and see if we actually have... If we actually have a Book of Mending we can put on our Fortune shovel. Close that back up. Alright. And we still got to get to that. The task wall. Let's check out our AFK fish farm here. Mending. Did I capture any mending? Been a while since I've actually used this. Should probably start using this. Hey, wait. Oh. Wait. What did I just see that had mending on it? Or was I just kind of hallucinating? Okay, maybe not. I know something has to have mending. There we go. Mending, efficiency 4. Awesome. Let's take that. Let's go back up to the Super Duper Mart so we can put away our Ender Pearls that we've collected from the Ender. And then we'll get straight down to business, because I've got some news for you guys. Alright, so Fortune Shovel. Mending. Alright, now we've got mending on that as well. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we are going to start making our way over to our Red Rocket again, because I've got a lot of awesome stuff to show you. Now, you may have started to kind of notice a few things. Maybe something looks a little different, but I am about to tell you what's up. The Minionland server has recently been upgraded. In fact, our server has been upgraded to 1.12.2, I believe. And one of the biggest indications of that right now is that, well, we can finally collect these little things. Look at them. Look at them. Carrot. Am I clicking too quick there? There you go. I got a little parrot, and I've got to name tag him probably. I don't know what to name him yet. Sean actually gave me this, so thank you very much, Sean, for gifting me a free parrot. It's really awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna sit you down, bud. Oh, I didn't want to collect this. You're not. I thought they like seeds. I'm just gonna hide these over here. You can really tell that this is Fallout just because I'm now littering. But yeah, we've been updated, and that's kind of an awesome thing. That means that, well, a lot of our... Oh, the donkey. Let's take the donkey. A lot of, not a lot, but some of the blocks have actually changed now, because this was, I think, considered the color update, right? The colorful or just color update? I have no idea. Regardless, if we were to say jump off here, we look down at the ground here. These are all black terracotta now, instead of black clay. Not only that, we go into our menu here, and we've got the recipe book, which is really, really awesome. Really going to enjoy utilizing this. Instead of trying to remember how to do things or looking stuff up on Google. So that's going to be really helpful. So it's kind of exciting. We've got, there was twice as many people on when I logged on earlier. And I guess maybe, because this is kind of based out in Norway? Netherlands? I forget exactly where. It's out in Europe. So there's a wide range of different time zones that people play. And as you can see here, maybe I should get the torches out. There we go. I've started to map out some roads here. And this road, like we kind of mentioned that we would do before, we've continued the path out to Diamond City here. And this eventually will lead out to the... Why would you do that? Eventually this is going to lead further out, maybe towards the back end here. We're going to probably create the metro station right about here. We'll create an exit for the metro station for Diamond City. So that way players have to run all the way back this way to enter Diamond City. And I don't want to put it right next to it or near the front. I want players to actually run a little bit. I feel like this open area back here might be best utilized for that, but I'm starting to think maybe somewhere, maybe like a halfway point, maybe somewhere around here might actually be good, and maybe even on top of this hill, or even in this nook, might be a really good exit for... Ooh, I kind of like this. We're going to have to map this on Journey Map. I think this might be the new kind of location here. I wish I could drag this. This point here. So maybe let's just create a new one. And I like this new interface for Journey Map. It's actually looking really, really awesome. And I'm going to continue. You see we've continued this road here past our Gwynedd Brewery. And we're going to continue this past Oasis and maybe straight down towards the middle area. I don't want to get quite to where our lost vertibird is. I think maybe somewhere over here where we can keep building the city and keep this kind of like, you know, we want this lost. We want it lost. But we definitely want that to be expanding. We're going to be expanding this area here. Maybe we may even put the combat zone down here. I'm not quite sure. But you can see we've got so many more things up here for Journey Map now. It's interesting to see this kind of expanded. I'm going to double click here, I think. No, I guess we just go to waypoints. Create new. And we're going to say Diamond City. Diamond City Metro. Color that white. And I probably should have deleted the other one. Is that one up? Oh. Alright. So what I've been doing is, you know, just working on the roads here. And I've been kind of digging out the tunnel, which I need to get back to. One of the other things I really want to do is expand the metro access to Diamond City. It's been a while since we've actually worked on that one. But I think it's about time we actually started to get back to that. Now, Fortune, we're going to do Silk Touch. We've got tons of stone, but we can actually utilize that to start creating some of the half slabs that we can continue to map out towards the south. I'm also curious to see what else people will start to do on 1.12. 1.11.2, which we were on before this weekend, had some issues like the group renaming or the stack renaming feature was bugged. It didn't work in 1.11.2. It's now reworking again in 1.12.2. So I'm actually really, really excited to, you know, just for that, because it will help with the sorters. It'll also help with a lot of us who have like scavenger hunts on the server, so that we can refill the trophy droppers. It is like, I can't tell if it's storming outside in real life or storming in Minionland. It's nuts. Oh. So eventually I'm going to have to do something with this. I'm not quite sure I'm going to have to be able to terraform this, or I'm going to create a tunnel. But for right now, we're just going to lay out the clean stone slabs down. We want this to... What is that? What is that? Oh, oh, enemies. Dude, get off my donkey. Hurting my donkey, man. Are you alright? Okay, so that's another thing. It kind of looks like VATS. So I have to use a different HUD mod now because the other HUD mod didn't seem to work. At least I should probably go back and check it, but as far as I'm aware, it wasn't working the last time I tried to use it. Better HUD was not upgraded to 1.12. Uh-oh, Sean was slain. Not good, Sean. I saw that. Okay, we've got enemies at our door. Nope, he's walking away. Good. Let's create a little bit more here. Let's create some more slabs. Use those. Nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow! I'm gonna actually have to probably redo parts of this. If we're going to tie in our terracotta type floor, we might actually have to... Oh, what the... I'm getting a lot of spawns here. This isn't cool. I don't think I have my bow on me either, do I? Get away. Let's see, do I? I do not have my bow. Where did I leave that? I hope it didn't break already. Come on, come on. I hurt you guys without hurting my donkey, that's for sure. Alright. Move this out of the way. We can start laying down more of our sidewalk here for our street. This is probably going to be a heavy spawn area down here until I light this place up. What was that? And let's see. It's exciting to see everybody kind of excited that the server finally got updated. I know we're probably a far ways away from ever upgrading to 1.13, having considered that we just upgraded to 1.12. But you know, there's reasons for that, and if you're unaware, see, am I safe? You can actually check the plugins by just doing /plugins like this, and it gives you a list of all the plugins that the server is actually using. Now, the problem with that is if we ever wanted to do a server upgrade, that means that those plugins also have to be upgraded. It has to match the Minecraft version that you're on. Otherwise, you know, we just can't upgrade and you're stuck on the version that you're on. And that's why we just finally got upgraded to 1.12. It's because, well, the server, we found all the mods that we needed or were required in order for us to upgrade to 1.12. I don't know if I made sense or not. That's because I'm trying to see all this madness that's happening around me. Come on now. There you go. Leave me alone. I'm trying to work here. And I'm on fire? Come on. Get out of here, skeleton. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can finally... What? Finish off this sidewalk, this portion of the sidewalk here. Now guys, I have been actually playing in 1.13. I started a creative world. I was really curious about, you know, everything new that's with the aquatic update. And I think maybe I'll just kind of include that here and show that off a little bit. I am proud of what I am doing, even though it's in creative. But it's looking nice. So let's take a quick look at that. So this is kind of just a single player world that I'm just kind of messing around with in 1.13, and it's been a lot of fun trying to do something different. Now, of course, I'm doing this in creative because I don't have time for another survival world, and playing this in creative is actually kind of fascinating because it allows me to do things much faster than I would normally be able to do in survival. Like this build, for example. I'm building all of this out in quartz, and I'm using a lot of quartz, and it's just crazy. And it's supposed to be some type of futuristic kind of city eventually. So, just a quick tour of my build here in this world. I'm building a greenhouse from here with some greenhouses, which will eventually span out into another tower that's going to have a lot of auto farms. Then of course I'm going to build the main building here, which I'm thinking will be a combination of small shops with a massive storage unit for a lot of different things. It's going to go pretty high up as well. This goes out into the main kind of court area. Now this is going to be the main building, of course, out there. I've built a smaller kind of dome thing here, which I don't quite know what I'm going to fill this in with yet. Maybe I'll switch this over to another cactus farm. I'm not entirely sure. This is the iron golem farm here, the iron farm, and it is 3 farms. And as you saw one burning off earlier, this one's actually really cool. It's in action actually right now. You can kind of see some of that go through there, and it's pretty much done. So what's happening here is there's 3 iron farms. The iron golems drop. They all burn up here. It's all collected, then sorted, and then whatever is going through the system will light up in one of either of these 2 boxes to show you which one's going through, and then it goes up and gets filtered through the enormous storage system for this place. Now this will also trickle down. It'll show you to what point it is filling it. So right now it's still pretty empty. We still have this main chest here that's being filled. So once that gets filled up and a few of the hoppers behind, it will start to light up the stock bar, as I'm calling it. It'll tell you how much we have in stock, and that's going to be, you know, varying on how much of this is full here. Some of these are double chests, some of these are single chests because of the size limitations that we had. But this is definitely an awesome iron farm. What I am thinking about doing is putting in 2 AFK stations in here as well, so you can kind of just sit here AFK and watch all the iron golems drop. I think you should be able to see some of this here in action. Now, okay, that one's empty. Ooh. Up here, empty. In between, empty as well. The other farm is up here at the top. And let's see here. Nope, I can't see. I can see straight across. This one's empty, empty. Yeah, so just because I logged in, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be functioning so quickly right away, but I am trying to hang out in this spot real quick to see if it actually starts kicking in effect. Now we did see one burn up, but you know, not to dawdle and kill too much time here. What I'm doing here is actually building in just a futuristic city with all these lit up walkways. This is supposed to be like the spawn area here, so you spawn in here, immediately you see like the giant iron farm, but you got like these paths here. It says to the central hub. You can walk this way. Everything's just, it's going to be awesome. I'm really hoping to really expand upon this, even though I'm in creative. And it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a really awesome build. The theme is basically just white quartz, any white block with all this blue glass. And I think it's going to turn out to be really awesome. You can also see down here, before I didn't mention it, but I'm utilizing the greenhouses that we actually did a tutorial on, and they're actually working pretty well. Now these are the 2 later ones that I built, so they're not quite as full yet, but they are going to get there soon enough if I do hang out in these areas. The melon farm is filling up quite nicely, and so is the pumpkins, I believe. Yeah, so it's not working out. It's working out pretty good. Central hub area. But anyways, the main reason why I wanted to come here, and it's night. We can probably switch. Is that a drowned? It is a drowned. He's on land. Okay, cool. The main reason, actually, let's kind of take a quick look at night. We are in 1.13. Check out all the plant life at nighttime. Furthermore, look at all the just coral, and I think these are the sea cucumbers that are actually lighting up the. I think sea cucumbers. What are these called? Sea pickles. The sea pickles actually light up the ocean floor, and that's totally awesome. You can see one of the shipwrecks here. Looks like the boat is upside down. So there's awesome things like that happening. We've got like the dolphins here. Look at this guy. It's just amazing. I'm so surprised by everything here. The seagrass, I mean, there's a lot in 1.13. And I want to kind of keep up with Minecraft and respect that, you know, even though Minionland is a version behind. I am trying to check out 1.13 as much as I possibly can. Now, before I get too lost, I think home should be back in this general direction. Yeah, okay, so home is here. And so if I keep going this way, we should come across the sea monument. This is a seed that I really like playing because there's some things kind of generally close by that allows me to build out bases and paths the way I would want. Now, here it is. Here's the sea monument. Now, originally in older versions of Minecraft, this is a lot closer. It's up there. You can kind of see it off the coast of the island, main island. But here you go. You got a potential guardian farm here. Nice sea temple kind of buried within the sand here. You can really just utilize this space really well. This is just awesome. I really like how things are growing all over the sea monument. It's not just like a monument that's been placed down here. You got a little, is that a fish? What is that? You got a little fishy here. Like there's more life in the oceans now. Look, a little school of fish there. Clownfish. That's so awesome. Different type of fish here. So you got like, you know, just different things. And we'll come back and we'll look at this during the daytime, but you can see above the ocean floor, you can see like just the fish swimming, how the places are lit up, how everything is really covered with plant life in the oceans now. And I think that's so awesome. I want to get back to land though, because the new mobs should be flying above as well. And we'll switch over to daytime before we head back to Minionland, just so you can kind of see what else is happening out here. Let's see, if we are out, I think we should be seeing some of the mobs out here. They are generally flying. Here, there we go. Here's one. So you can kind of see how they are. Great, the bright green eyes at night. We get a nice close-up on them. They look really weird, really creepy looking. Skeletals. Oh, there's some weird things going on with their wings over certain textures. That's interesting. Might be something else they still have to update, because we are still on, was it pre-8, I believe this one is. But, you know, new mobs are here, new terrors, whatever I don't even know what they're called. But it's been really interesting just building this in creative so far. So I'm really kind of just testing out 1.13 in creative, exploring what's available here and seeing what I can do with some of the newer farms, because I'm hoping to do, you know, tutorials on some new farms as well with some of the newer items like the sea pickles, the kelp, and things like that. Now if we switch this over to daytime, let's set no, it's time, set day. Alright, switching over to daytime, you can kind of see, you know, some of the mobs are already burning off, jumping in the water. Whoa, look at all the creepers down there. Anyway, you can see, you know, you can see the builds really quick during the day. Just what this looks like during the daytime. And not to go over too quick, but you will see that I think these guys should be burning. There we go. Yep, these guys will burn during the daytime as well. So they do not like the daytime. They're one of those mobs. And what is that? Skeleton, okay. Let's go jump over, see if the drowned is over here still. Big over there. Where was he? He was somewhere over here, wasn't he? Maybe he burned up already? Yeah, I'm not seeing him around here too much. But, moving on over to the ocean, you can see all the kelp just growing. Oh, and over here we have just kind of like a ravine in the water as well. We jump down here. You can. It's just so crazy. Everything's so crazy in 1.13 now. You got a school of dolphin over here. They should be leading you to treasure and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't played around too much with the actual aquatic updates just yet. I'm still trying to build upon it slowly. But you can still see what areas are lit up during the daytime as well. The massive coral areas with the shipwrecks. Now, is that another shipwreck over here? No. What are these? Oh, it is a shipwreck. Okay, so there's just like shipwrecks really everywhere, and maybe you'll find them more along the coral areas, because I guess that would make sense that there would be shipwrecks around coral. You can see, you know, let's go back to where the other one is. Should be somewhere right here. You can kind of see them from above the water as well. If you were swimming, you can see them not that bad underwater. You can see how just like some of the areas light up. It's so incredible. It's just awesome. 1.13 is really, really awesome, and all this coral should be collectible. I believe you can collect these blocks, but there's just a lot here. Going over to our sea monument, there's a lot of caves underwater too. I'm starting to notice there's a lot of caves, a lot of fish too. What is that? What is this? Oh, he's a pufferfish. Oh, check that out. A lot of underground caves. They should really add like sharks or something. More kind of like, this is just wild. What is that? That's iron? It's just amazing. It's just, there's a lot more going on here in 1.13 than anything else. We make it over to our sea temple. You can kind of see a lot more of the plant life growing around that too during the daytime. Everything is just so lit up. I mean, just look at how lively this looks. It looks like, you know, the amount of life that has brought to the oceans in 1.13 is really impressive, and I'm actually really happy about that. This looks like another shipwreck here. There's just so much going on in the oceans now. It's changed so much. So I'm really excited to kind of explore 1.13 a bit more. Unfortunately, Minionland will probably not see that anytime soon because of the plugins. And, you know, it's just something that's going to happen eventually when those plugins get updated as well. But it's going to be a long time before we see it, I believe. Anyways, this is 1.13, guys. This is kind of just something I wanted to show you guys really quick. And before I get too lost, I believe I need to head this way, because as you can see, I can't even use the mods yet, like Journey Map and stuff, because, well, I'm waiting on Forge to be also available for this, which would probably help out in Minionland as well. I mean, there's just a lot to 1.13 that's not available yet, so that's why Minionland won't get there. Minionland has to wait for all the plugins as well, and then the weeks and weeks of testing that need to be done to that server in order to make sure that issues don't arise when upgrading. But anyways, we are happy enough to have 1.12. That was a long time coming as well because of the mods and plugins. But speaking of which, we should probably get back to that. So let's do that. Get back to our terraforming. We're gonna need a lot of, I guess, terracotta now. It's funny because the roads replaced all that clay with terracotta. Now I'm curious to know if there's actually still clay. I think there is in the rivers, but when you heat it up, does it change the name to terracotta? Okay, so the next layer would be this one, and we should be okay for back here, because that immediately jumps into the next layer. That's gonna have to go. We got a little chicken here. Get out of my way. All right. Trying to get 2 layers. Look at this. I'm trying to get 2 at the same time now. All right. Here we go. Come on. Nice. So we got a little... Okay, that's cool. It's not that big, actually. And see, here's a situation where we can probably... No, this side's rounded off enough. I'm going to bring it back a block more. Okay, 2 blocks more. I'm going to bring that back. That's good. Do the same thing here. And we're going to have to do this. Oops. Put that back. This will probably be like a little peak up here. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll probably get rid of this. We'll want to tie this in a little bit. Yeah, see, it's just a small little peak. And... Huh. I'm okay with that being the way it is. Back here, though, back here, this... I'm going to open this up. That, and I'm going to bring that back a bit. Because it's kind of like, you see, we got this area too. I don't know if I really want just having a little thin slice of land there. It just kind of bring it back a little bit, make it look a little more natural. And yeah, same thing here. I'll bring this back, bring that back. There you go. Just same thing. Round off the edges, sort of, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm going to put a dirt block back here just to kind of give this a more rounded top here. I'm tempted to bring this back just a little bit as well. A block, there we go. Maybe fill in that gap there, and I'm going to bring this back at least a block. So that's kind of more rounded off now. And now you can kind of see the whole stretch of road. It's kind of cool. It looks a little unnatural, to be honest with you guys, as far as how it's kind of like the mountains were parted in order to place this road down. I mean, that does happen in real life. They're man-made roads. But I think maybe once it's all green, it'll blend in better and it'll just kind of look a little bit more natural. But it does make traveling so much more easier. Now we've got to keep expanding it this way. Ooh, this will be interesting. I don't know if... I wonder. I'll probably fill this in over here. And this goes down, but then it comes back up pretty soon. Maybe a nice little bridge. Now this is flat pretty far, and then it hits this area. Now this is the area, I believe, where it's going to... Yeah, see? We're going to probably stop the road around here. This will probably be like another central area where we can actually build a lot more builds. And maybe I'll put the combat zone down here. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just build another small town. I'm not sure. But anyways, guys, that's kind of all the time I have for today. This was just a quick video to let everybody know, hey, we've updated to 1.12 on Minionland, so we're getting a little bit closer to bigger and better things. Also, builds to expect. What is that? Mushroom block. I must have not seen that. Is that... How... Really? Alright, well, anyways, guys, like I said, this is all the time I have for today. This was mainly just a video to get some things done for our roads here. We're going to start filling this in with terracotta pretty soon, and we are also going to get rid of that and that. There we go. And basically, we're going to start getting closer to building some more things. One of the big things that I do want to do, I shouldn't say big, it's not really a big build, but it's a new kind of featured build, which will be a Fallout diner. I'm not exactly 100% sure where I want to place that just yet, but we are going to build the diner next episode, I believe. And something else we were planning on building, I think we're going to get to building a ghast farm. I don't think that there's one on the server. I think we could probably really utilize a ghast farm. So I think in our nether, right off our nether portal, we're just going to build one, see how that goes. And I think we can use, that's going to benefit us greatly by having that available and being able to fill our brewer with ghast tears. Because if you look at it, it's not lit up, it's out. It's out of stock. And that's the one item that I feel is pretty hard to get by right now. We're going to make it public so the rest of the server can actually utilize the ghast farm too, because we're just nice like that. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments field below. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. I really appreciate all your support. Follow me on Twitter at Damartana if you want to join my community and have some more fun on there. I will catch you all later in future episodes of Minionland Minecraft. Until then, guys, have a good one. See you later.